Boys, let's go!
Pump it up!
Let's go! Oh yeah. My God, welcome in to the Winners Lounge.
Lasers. Pew.
What an incredible game. We're here to break it down for you guys. Of course, we are presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Make sure to use the code DNVR when you sign up and download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Holy shit, you guys. I'm Harrison Wind, joined by Eric Weedham and superstar Dev Johnson. What the hell just happened? What did we just watch?
I have been blacked out for 10 minutes. You tell me. I've literally no clue.
That was ridiculous, man. We're going to get into everything. I mean, the story of this game, to give my quick 60-second recap, the Nuggets starters other than Nikola Jokic looked like they were already in their high-rise on South Beach in the first quarter tonight. Nobody had anything. I mean, Will Barton played, I thought, maybe the worst game I've ever seen him play tonight. But Nikola Jokic was incredible from the opening tip. Double-double in the first half, almost a double-double in the first quarter. He had 9 of the Nuggets' first 18 points in this game. Other than Bryn Forbes, who had 13 in the first half, nobody did anything. Jokic was again dominant in the third. He checked out at the end of the third with 26 and 17 in only 27 minutes. And then the bench changed the momentum of this game. JaMychal Green got a tip dunk. DeMarcus Cousins got on the offensive glass. Sign that man for the rest of the season, Nuggets. Do that yesterday. And then somehow Denver got this game to 5 points and to 4 points late in the fourth. Austin Rivers hit a big three from the corner. They hacked Looney. That worked. Jokic made one of the more incredible high IQ plays, fouling Looney while there was less than 2 minutes left in the game. And then at the end, Jokic gets the ball. They double, kicks it out to Monte Morris, and he drains the three. Mr. Nugget sends the Nuggets into the All-Star break on the right note.
Gordon's in the chair.
Gordon
is here. Let's go.
Gordon is bike.
Let's go. I mean, D-Line, this was an incredible Nikola Jokic game. I mean, he carried them throughout most of this one. Did tire in the end a little bit. Missed 2 free throws. Missed some shots down the stretch that he normally hits until he hit, I think, his final attempt over Kevon Looney. But, I mean, this was a special night from him, don't you think?
It was unbelievable. I mean, we were asking in the pregame show, is he going to be stricken by senioritis? Is he going to maybe coast into the All-Star break a little bit? No, not going to. He did have some. Jokic had a weird night in that he was unbelievably dominant, but then had periods where he was missing really easy shots by his standards.
Yeah.
But
late in the fourth, he missed a bunch of easy ones.
Yeah, got his shot blocked a bunch during the game. He's unbelievable. I mean, what can you say about Nikola Jokic? I'm out of words. And I mean, granted, I know 7 words to begin with, so that's not that impressive. But my God, this guy just keeps raising the bar. How many rebounds did he have tonight?
17.
17, and he had all those in the first half, pretty much.
Unreal.
Just whatever you do tonight, I don't want to hear any whining out of you, okay? No whining from anyone on this panel. Dev, what's your biggest takeaway from this one?
Just how special of a player that Nikola Jokic is. He's the MVP. He really is, because he can elevate a team and take them to levels, even when that was a bad night from a lot of guys with the Nuggets, and they could have packed it up, but they did not. He was able to take over from the opening tip. He took over in different ways, so he's rebounding, he's scoring, he's getting guys set up, he's seeing plays happen before they happen. He's everything for that Nuggets team, and you knew that if he was getting back out there, as soon as he got back out there, that was like Malone saying, hey, we're not done here. Yeah. So for them to put him back in and for him to make so many big play after big play, it just goes to show the type of elevation. His game has elevated from being MVP, the best player in the league, has gotten better. How scary is that?
I mean, I'm just in awe.
We didn't talk
and
about
of
this,
course,
Kale.
he's the DraftKings Sportsbook king of the game. 35 points, 17 rebounds, 8 assists And he didn't get any rebounds in the second half, but he got all his assists. I think he had 7 of those 8 after halftime, including the game winner. I was just in awe watching him tonight, like I am many nights. But tonight was just a classic example of why he's the best player in the NBA. Nobody, and I mean nobody, could carry his team like Nikola Jokic did tonight. The second leading scorer out of the starters was Monte Morris with 13. Aaron Gordon had 10 points tonight. Will Barton didn't even get off the bus coming to the game today. Jeff Green was a no-show.
Total no-show.
Bryn Forbes played well. The bench played well. We'll get into all of that, but nobody else in the league could have carried their team like Nikola Jokic did tonight, and it's incredible. I'm lost for words watching this guy and what he's able to do on a basketball court. I'll never get over it. I'll never take it for granted.
You'll never stop whining about it.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop whining about it. It's just special stuff. And just watching him tonight as the Nuggets were coming back in that fourth quarter, I just got goosebumps because I know he's the greatest player I'll ever watch, night to night and cover, but he just does it every single night. He doesn't complain. He's done this for 3 years.
Yeah.
With no off season, with no summer, and he still brings it every night, man.
Yeah, and when you look at that game, you could see that he was tired. He was just physically drained in that game, and he willed the team back into the game. And I know we're giving, Jokic all of this credit because he deserves it, but also, I think that's a hat tip to Malone in this game. He made a few decisions that I just did not see him making, throughout this. He set Jokic down for a defensive, offensive
He's
play.
done that
It's a great
before.
move.
In which it actually worked out. And, it gives him more energy. Now he makes an extra play. We see that Steve Kerr did not do that on the opposite end. Steph Curry gives up the last bucket of the game. What a game, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And it was a great move by Malone to take him out late because he was getting burned defensively a bunch tonight. And he was obviously super, super fatigued.
Yeah, it's true. Malone actually, I don't know if it was grand design or just frustration that led him to close with the lineup that he closed with, just because he was getting absolutely nothing out of most of his starters. He did what a lot of his players praise him for, which is to go with the hot hand. Austin Rivers was playing well, actually guarding Curry pretty reasonably, and was making shots. He ended up making that big three-pointer down the stretch. Bryn Forbes stays in because he was hot the entire time. More often than not, we see Malone, making roster changes that feel questionable, but he was just, and again, I don't know. Again, I have no idea if this was he was being strategic or if he was trying to send a message to the starters. Either way, awesome. It was.
I think it was him being strategic, and I think it was one of the best games Michael Malone's coached this season.
There we go.
Look, he recognized, it was obvious in the first quarter, but the starters, you give them another shot coming out of halftime, see if they can give you something. They obviously didn't have anything. Will Barton, Aaron Gordon, Will Barton, Jeff Green, those guys didn't have much. He found a lineup down the stretch that was playing well that he stuck with. And it included Bryn Forbes and Austin Rivers. So I give Malone a lot of credit for that.
Malone was in his bag tonight. He really was. It really was one of his best coaching, nights. Because, he understood that Will Barton didn't have it. He only plays 20 minutes. Jeff Green didn't have it. He does not play. He only plays 18 minutes. He went with the other guys. And also, he had the second unit who played really well, but he did not extend them too long. He took them out at the right time. Bones Highland had it going in different ways. He cuts his night short, but he goes with his guys, and he also shortened it. Facu didn't play in this game. DeMarcus Cousins got, extended minutes. He took Jokic out at the right times where he looks tired. Jokic comes back from, he twisted his ankle early.
That's right. I totally forgot. He went down with a right ankle sprain in the first half of this game. Went out, sat on the bench, came back in and continued to dominate.
That threw off the rotation because it's not his same allotment of minutes, but he came back and they adjusted. So I think that this was a great game, from the Nuggets for sure for coming in, but also Malone on the opposite end of coaching his guys throughout their last game before they just packed it up and mailed it in.
I love it. That's always when people are frustrated with Malone. It's they're not. they're mad that he's not like reacting to the game in front of him. It's sort of like he gets into what feels like just sort of autopilot. Like this guy goes in now, and yeah, I mean, you got as much as he sometimes gets criticized. So when he does well, you got to give him his props, give him his flowers.
Absolutely.
Here's some flowers.
Got to give him his flowers for tonight.
Gotta wear a flower in your hair in San Francisco.
Jokic's final line, I feel like I have to say it again. 35 points, 13 of 24 from the field. Just over 50% shooting. 9 free throws. I think he missed most of those pretty late in the fourth. 3 of 5 from 3, 17 rebounds, 8 assists. It wasn't like the cleanest game from him. He had 5 turnovers. Like we were saying, missed some easy ones late in the fourth, missed those 2 free throws. He was obviously extremely tired, extremely fatigued, but this feels like a signature game from him that, we'll certainly remember for a while. I want to get to the second storyline of tonight for me, and I alluded to it in the 60-second recap, but the bench, I feel like, changed the game in the third quarter. The starters came out at halftime. Nobody had anything except for Nikola Jokic. The bench came in. JaMychal Green got a tip dunk. DeMarcus Cousins got on the glass. He had 3 offensive rebounds tonight. Bryn Forbes played another great game. He was really good in the first half, was good in the second half. Austin Rivers hit some shots. The bench.
The bench, baby.
The bench. Look at these positives. Okay, JaMychal Green, Cousins, Bones Highland, those guys are in the negatives. Austin Rivers and Bryn Forbes, big positives, but still,
dude,
that's an improvement. Just anytime this bench isn't in the deep negatives, that's a huge win.
They were great tonight,
yeah.
And they actually turned the game around. And it was something like, I don't know. I mean, will we ever lose another game that Boogie Cousins plays in? Is it possible?
Well, I was saying when I saw he was active tonight officially, I'm like, wow, he's really risking that undefeated record. I should have known better.
You should have known.
I should have known better. My bad.
Oh, ye of little faith. Never bet against Boogie. He's undefeated with the Denver Nuggets.
8-0. The Nuggets are 8-0 with Cousins.
Like we're being like a little tongue-in-cheek here, but like we say this over and over. It makes a big goddamn difference on that bench. Like it really changes everything for that bench. Like when they didn't have like a natural big playing with the rest of the smaller guards. Like Bryn Forbes was never getting open shots. He was just sort of like trying to create for himself, shooting bad floaters earlier on in the year after acquiring him. And now with you, when you have that big anchor, guy that can set like impactful screens and like spring guys loose. Like Bryn Forbes has looked incredible the last couple of nights.
Yeah, we're adding DeMarcus Cousins to that second unit. It affords other guys to not play at their best. There was 2 guys that didn't play well in that second unit, but he made up for that in different ways, and he's just so impactful. Bryn Forbes, he's been great. Like really, he's been great lately, and that was his best game as a Nugget. He knocked down every single shot he took pretty much. He went 4 to 7 from 3. So he's spacing the floor where the Warriors have a game plan. They execute their game plan every time. But he spaced the floor and made them shoot it, and they ran the offense through him. I think that's what like separated this game from the other games. He got 12 shots in the game. He's doing it in multiple ways, but he played with the bench unit, also the starters, just because he was playing so well, and he looks just so comfortable with the team, where it just comes together. Then JaMychal Green, he has that big dunk that really just got the energy back in it, got the second unit to just hang around, try to get some momentum, go into the second half with you right there instead of relinquishing a lead. So there was just many things that happened, and the starters were able to just close them out.
Dude, I'm trying to think like what would happen if I went back in time and told my past self how into Boogie Cousins my future self would be. Like,
the world has a funny way of working out.
It would be like Looper. Like I would try and kill my future self.
Yeah. I mean, like DeMarcus Cousins throughout his career has been one of my least favorite players in the NBA. Like,
dude,
I've been vocal about
the worst. Like he's one of the like guys that I looked at. Like when we were playing a game with Boogie Cousins, I was like, oh God, I want to be annoyed all night long. Now, let's see if he wants to rent a 1-bedroom apartment with me.
Ooh, a 1-bedroom.
Eric and Boogie.
Not even a 2-bedroom.
We'll get a bunk bed.
Oh, okay. Bunk bed. I mean, you got to give him credit for playing the exact role that the Nuggets need him to right now. And I said it when we opened the show, but the Nuggets need to sign him for the rest of the season. It seems like it should be a no-brainer to me. Like, yeah, you want him to go through his 10-day contracts. You want to exhaust that. But with that run out now, it seems like a no-brainer. Played 13 minutes tonight and had 5 rebounds. He had 3 offensive rebounds in 13 minutes, and I've been hitting on it every single podcast that I've done since Boogie Cousins has got here. His rebounding is the number one thing that's changed that bench unit.
So true.
This entire season, the Nuggets have been a really bad offensive rebounding team. They've been really, really bad offensive rebounding, and it's been a change because typically in the Jokic era, the Nuggets have been very good offensive rebounding, but they're smaller this year. They have not been good on the offensive glass. In the 7 games that DeMarcus Cousins played before tonight, Denver had a 33 offensive rebounding percentage. Obviously that's just 7 games, but that would be like the second best mark in the NBA. The Nuggets are a bad offensive rebounding team without Cousins and a very good one, an elite one of the best in the league with him. And you saw it tonight. I mean, he got on the glass, 3 offensive rebounds. He's tough. He's physical. Some of just his presence inside, I feel like, freed up some offensive rebounds for other guys tonight as well. Denver had 12 in the game. Killed Golden State on the offensive glass. I mean,
they had no big.
Boogie has been, he's been exactly what they've needed.
I know. Just a big guy.
Yeah, a center
that I love. That
a true center, a backup center.
Just a center.
Yeah.
Like, can you believe? Wow. It's unbelievable.
Dev, you want to see Boogie around for the rest of the season, right?
I did not at first.
Yeah, you were one of the last holdouts, I think.
And I'm turning it around. The thing is, I know what he does bring to that second unit. I know what he brings to the Nuggets organization. And him being just such a big and physical force, it just opens them up. It changes the dynamic of the team just because he really does. He makes teams second guess. They don't choose to just go and attack him because he's going to either obliterate you or he's going to just make the right play. But he's going to do everything with effort. That's what you are going to get with Boogie Cousins. You're going to get full effort every single game. He might make some mistakes, but he's still going to play hard and he's still going to be big. He's good at being big. And that goes a long way in this league. But really, he can do a lot of things. And also, we didn't see him just sitting on the three-point line in this game.
That's a good point.
We got to see Boogie Cousins in a electric game where they really need, like, that was not like a highly important game, but it was like one of their bigger wins on the year.
It's important to us.
Again.
Yeah.
So he's playing. He's playing, so why not keep him around and you're winning with him there?
Dude, there's no question.
There's no question.
Can you imagine after this, they're like, well, we're moving on.
You did everything that you could for us, man.
He can start looking for rentals in Lodo for sure.
And that was on top. That was on top of
saying.
not being like he wasn't supposed to play in this game.
I know. He had the boogie guts.
Yeah, the gastroenteritis.
He must have got a cup of Strava Craft coffee, helping with that IBS.
On that note, we got a lot more to get to, of course, tonight. Let's hit a break first. On the other side, we'll break down some other observations from this game.
And we had today. It was a good day playing by Ice Cube downstairs.
The vibe,
straight up,
the bar was packed tonight. On
Nikola Jokic almost messed
the
around and got a triple
snowiest
double.
night I think we've had so far. The bar was absolutely popping tonight,
dude. I don't. Yeah, I can't, these are like indescribably immaculate vibes.
Right.
Like confusingly immaculate vibes. I wasn't ready for the vibes to take this form.
The universe kind of just came together.
He really did.
You know, we don't cancel our watch parties at the DNVR
You know what?
Bar. We power through.
You know what? I don't want to say it, but I know they're watching. Adam and Vote, you can't come back. Sorry.
I guess I'm doing the reads as well. Guys, Sexy Pizza, we love them here. They're Denver through and through. They've been in the Denver community for 13 years. They're as local as it gets. Sexy Pizza has locations in Cap Hill, South Pearl, Jefferson Park, and Park Hill. New location in Trinidad, Colorado as well. They've got awesome pizzas, great specialty pies. They sponsored our tailgates, our Broncos tailgate. So if you guys got out to one of those during Broncos season, you know what I'm talking about. Great sides. The garlic knots are fire. Great salads too. Really good pizza. They're open late till 2 a.m. So they can help you out there. Check them out. Go to sexy.pizza
I can't get over it, dude.
www.sexy.pizza.
I kind of want to change my personal email address to eric.pizza.
I know.
eric@eric.pizza.
What?
Sexy Pizzas, they're all about the community too, so check out their About page for their donations link to see how they can support your cause. Also, did you have your athletic greens today?
Can you see, do you see how vibrant I am?
I do. You're glowing.
I am glowing. My nails are no longer full of, clear mineral deficiencies. I have reasonable skin growth. I look 20 years younger. I look like I'm 11 years old.
Okay.
That's not even the right math, dude. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I really do. I've not been a big vitamins guy because, it's like you fall out of rhythm with it. So with the routine of waking up and the first thing you do is get a cold 8-ounce glass of water with athletic greens in, mix it.
Yeah.
It's a whole routine, and then you drink it, you feel good. You feel like you've accomplished something.
Yeah.
Right when you wake up at 10:30.
Right.
Go ahead.
Like D-Line was saying, Athletic Greens, it's a product I use literally every day. I started taking Athletic Greens because I wanted better gut health. It's something that I wanted. It was a resolution for me in 2022. I wanted better gut health. I wanted more energy. I wanted an optimized immune system, and I hate taking pills and vitamins. So I started taking Athletic Greens, and I feel great. We all feel great. All you do, you put 1 scoop of Athletic Greens into your water bottle in the morning. It's filled with 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens as well to start your day right. It's also lifestyle friendly, whether you eat keto, paleo, vegan, dairy-free, or gluten-free. Athletic Greens, they've got you. It supports better sleep quality and recovery as well, supports mental clarity and alertness.
Yeah, dude, listen to me.
It's great stuff.
I haven't missed up one word tonight.
It's great stuff. So go to athleticgreens.com/nuggets. athleticgreens.com/nuggets to get started. They also are going to hook you up with 5 free travel packs with your first purchase and a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. athleticgreens.com/nuggets to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. All right, we're back here on the DNVR Nuggets post-game show presented by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Dude.
Use code DNVR when you sign up and download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. I've been told we have a really cool video to play. I have no idea what this video is.
So that is somewhat bold.
Okay.
Some people might say it's bold, but would this be even more bold? He leads the team in game winners.
Oh, shit.
Leads the team in game winners this season.
Dude, yours is better than mine.
That's very bold.
Yeah, dude,
That's hella bold.
He definitely. That's what?
Does he lead the team in game winners?
I don't know.
I know he has 1 now.
What?
Well, Jokic has 2 game-winning blocks.
Yeah, Jokic has 2 game-winning blocks. I mean, does he have the most game winners?
Yeah. Do we interrupt the
1?
show for an unsubstantiated pat on the back that Adam gave himself?
I think so.
Has that been the only game-winning shot from a Nuggets player this season?
I think so.
So he's in the lead.
Yeah, with
He
1.
is in the lead.
Wow.
Incredible prediction, Adam.
Nostradamus over there.
He currently, yeah. For now, yes, 1 game-winning shot for the lead.
I'm so excited about it.
I love it.
Oh, man.
That was a really cool video.
Oh, my God.
There was a skip pass to Aaron Gordon, right? Doesn't he have a game winner? Like Jokic,
The Jokic.
Is he tied for
gravity,
game winner?
remember?
Jokic to Aaron Gordon.
in
Was
the
that
corner.
technically
It was
a
like
game winner?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It fell in at the buzzer. Game over.
I'm not high. God damn. Can't I just have a zest for life without everyone asking if I'm high all the time?
I mean, yeah, I'm looking at that Gordon 3 now. Yeah, it was pretty much at the buzzer. Davon Reed ran onto the court.
Yeah.
I've got to think that's a game winner too.
Okay. Well,
All
definitely
right,
worth
glad we
derailing the
settled
show
that.
over. That was
Glad we
definitely worth
settled that.
derailing the
He's
show
tied
over.
for the lead.
Fantastic. Thanks, Adam.
Okay, look. This was the last, Nuggets game before the All-Star break. It looked like 10 out of 12 players that played tonight were already on their All-Star break.
Yeah.
Bryn Forbes and Nikola Jokic notwithstanding. D-Line, can this be a momentum changer at all for Denver, or is everybody just going to forget about this win in 24 hours?
So, yes, in a way. But the good/bad thing is that we don't have the opportunity to really ride this momentum into the next game. But we're able to sort of take a step back and feel, you end the first half of the season in this way, you feel good about it. You feel like, all right, like we've got a little, we're like going somewhere in the second half. Like we're going to be, it just feels good, man. Like the last memory of the Nuggets for a week is this. Like, yes, please.
Yeah.
But I don't know that they build off of it.
What do you think, Dev?
I think you do build on it because you get a refresher. You get, some days off. And also you go at 8 games over 500 going into the second half of the season. Like,
Yeah.
And there's also ideas of reinforcements underway, so like you get to hold on to that hope. You have Nikola Jokic, who's the best player in the league, ready to just continue to dominate. I really think that you get some momentum going. 2-game winning streak. You just beat the Warriors. You're just on the up and up. You just have to stay away from that bad loss. Just that one bad loss that brings them back down.
Yeah. So right now, heading into the All-Star break, the Nuggets are 33-25. They're 6th in the West. They've won 6 out of their last 10, but everybody in the West is hot. I mean, everybody above them in the standings has at least won 6 of their last 10. They are a game behind Dallas. They are 3.5 games behind the Jazz, and Memphis is kind of run away with that 3 seed. What are we thinking about this team in terms of their chances to potentially get that 4 seed? Because that's the goal for Denver now. It's, can you get Jamal Murray back? Can you get Michael Porter Jr. back? But it's also, can you get up to that 4 seed and get home court advantage in that first round? Is that still in play? I've got to think it is. I think it's still in play.
I don't know if like the 4 seed is in play. I think 5, is what you would have to. That's like the highest you can go. Yeah. I just think that the Jazz understand how to win in that first half. Like, I mean, in the regular season, they know how to win games. Phoenix is really good. I don't see them slowing down. Like, they're a championship caliber team. Yeah. And Memphis is really good this year. So I don't see those 3, switching at all. And then the Jazz are just going to just continue to go up, and they're getting healthy. But I think that you could like get some momentum and get closer to it where you could put some pressure on one of these teams, especially like Memphis if they drop at any time. But I do think that the Nuggets are going to go on a winning streak of their own, and we haven't seen many of those yet. So if you could reel a few of those type of winning streaks together, you're right there and in the mix.
Yeah, what's the longest we've had? Like 5 games winning streak?
Well, they had a 6-gamer recently.
So I think it was like you shoot to get as high as you possibly can. But for me, it's like the Nuggets just need to get into the playoffs. With Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. Like if they can get into the playoffs with those 2 players, like you just let the what's the expression?
The cards fall how they do. You just let the cards fall how they may.
What it do, baby?
Yeah.
Let's go Cards.
Yeah, I mean, what Denver's just got to worry about is Minnesota, who's a 1.5 games back for the 7, because you don't want to get into that play-in. But I do think Denver can carry some momentum right now, and I'm just glad that Nikola Jokic gets some rest, because, my God, I think we've seen it over the last couple weeks. That dude is tired. He's exhausted. Of course he is. He's been carrying this team on his back all season from opening night. And I tweeted this out. I hope there's a bottle of Rakia on that guy's private jet to Cleveland.
Holy
There
smokes,
better
dude.
be his favorite brand of Rakia.
I got to think it's none of the brands we've had.
For that PJ.
That's the case.
On that
Maybe
PJ.
that Huddy stuff.
Yeah. Probably a brand we've never heard about. Let's just go up and down the roster a little more here. Aaron Gordon ended up playing 30 minutes in this game. Was not great offensively. 10 points. Also finished with 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Was not great defensively either. I thought he was getting blown by all night, at least from what I saw.
It's another guy that needs rest.
It feels like he needs rest, right?
Absolutely. To me, that's the story of this game. Like, guys that have been playing heavy minutes that have been relied upon, with the exception, obviously, of Nikola Jokic, who's not of this earth, looked sluggish, looked ready to be done for a week. And the guys that, like, are still looking to prove themselves, like, really stepped up and, like, played with energy. I was surprised, too. Like, Klay Thompson was pretty rusty, man. Like, still. Like, he missed a lot of shots.
He was great against the Lakers a few nights ago. Awful tonight.
He was like pretty awful tonight, frankly.
Yeah, with Aaron Gordon, Aaron Gordon made enough plays like for the team to keep him around.
He had a big block.
Also in the second half, he made some key plays in the game that just changed the momentum. He did not start off on the right foot. I think is really difficult when you're chasing around those type of guys and like small guards with him being such a big guy. But I mean, the effort was there. He just was not capitalizing. But then second, that block, that really did change like the defense in the game. It changed like how I felt like at a time that if they go and dunk that, maybe the game's over.
Yeah.
But like he got them started again and like, okay, we can make them like a play. And that's without, Aaron Gordon making Aaron Gordon plays. He didn't have the dunks or anything like that. But he also had a good connection with Jokic where Jokic is finding him for weird alley-oops. I'm talking about like just like one of them, like he didn't even look. He just kind of threw it up. But now they understand each other. Like they're on the same wavelength. So that connection is getting better and he needs a break. Like he's tired and he also like fought to finish out the game and they got the win with him playing well down the stretch.
Yeah, their chemistry on those alley-oops is wild. I'm glad you brought that up because it seemed like just as Yoke was fatiguing a little, Aaron was all of a sudden just right there at the rim to get those lob passes.
What a night, man.
Yeah.
What a night. How many times did you personally count the Nuggets out? I clocked myself at
after the
7,
first possession,
8.
that was once.
Yeah, dude.
First time Will Barton touched the ball, that was twice.
Dude, how bad was Will Barton tonight? Holy shit.
I mean, he was awful. He
peaches,
went
baby.
1 of 6, 3 turnovers, 2 points. He
So
was.
bad.
I
wanna
wasn't
talk about
lying when I said, and look, I've gone to battle for Will Barton so many times over the years, but it was maybe the worst game I've ever seen him play tonight.
So bad.
It was awful.
Yeah, maybe he owed the Russians, and now Jokic made it very difficult for him, and he's gonna have to try to give him some money to pay back. That's the only thing that I have.
I like
That's
this.
all
I like this. I like the subtle underworld gambling. slant that you throw. Why wouldn't he just sign up for DraftKings or whatever? You know what? You're probably right. Yeah.
The chat was saying that Plum Rakia is Jokic's go-to, apparently.
Plum Rakia. Interesting.
Plum.
Interesting.
I've had Plum.
Yeah,
we've
not
had,
that great.
Yeah, I feel it right down in the plums, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, unleaded.
Yeah. Monte Morris returned tonight, and I guess they needed him in a big way, especially late.
It's late, yeah, because like Bones didn't have a great game either.
Bones was awful. Yeah, I was going to get to him, but we can talk about those two together. Bones Highland was starting. I said on the pregame show I'd probably roll with Bones as a starter tonight and try to keep that momentum. He was terrible tonight. Bones was. A lot of rookie mistakes. I mean, he got pinned by Klay Thompson under the basket to end the third quarter on that full court pass. Shot 2 of 11, 1 of 5. Only 1 turnover, but just a bunch of rookie mistakes tonight. Did not play well. And Monte gave you exactly what you needed. 6 assists, 1 turnover. It's +5, 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, including the game-winner.
A game-winning three-pointer.
It was great to have Mr. Nugget back.
That was an important element, him hitting the three-pointer to win the game.
I'm actually very happy it was Monte Morris who hit the 3 because now he has, I feel like, a signature Mr. Nugget moment.
Ooh, is he unimpeachably the Mr. Nugget now?
Because has Monte Morris had that signature shot or that signature moment
Let's think
yet?
about this. Has Monte Morris?
I mean, he was great against Portland.
Can't bring it off the top of your head. It's not signature.
Yes.
Very, very true.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was great against Portland in the playoffs last year. I mean, he's been great throughout his tenure in Denver, but that signature moment, I feel like tonight was it.
Yeah, Bones Highland, not so good in the game. Something about that Warriors team where he just like gets in his own head. I think he's just trying so hard to fill a void or something. Like there's like the expectations for him in those games are super high, and also he did have a lot of rookie mistakes, but Malone made the decision not to ride him too long, so he kind of got benched. And you also are going to see those type of things, and I think that those are learning moments where Klay Thompson like pins him and goes up for that type of play. Like it just happens. But then on the other end, I was just like, is this a big game? Yep. Is Monte playing? Yep. Big game Tay. Big game Tay. He comes straight off of his being injured and being questionable to play. He plays 31 minutes, and not only did he have like one big play in the game, he made a mistake on Curry and makes up for it in another big way. So he like closed them out 2 times in the same game, which you could have went with. Monte is Monte. He's going to make big plays. He's going to step up. He's going to make the right decisions when you're supposed to. He's going to do whatever he has to do. And I love the fact that Curry knew before the shot went in that the shot was going in. He just looked around because he knew it was him. He went to like double team Jokic. Then the Jokic like, oh, got you, buddy. And he already knew. He just smirked as soon as it happened, like, game over. And I love that.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Wow. What, dude? I don't even know. I was going to say something. I got so happy with your recap. I lost my own train of thought.
It looked like
we were watching Monte get doused with water by Bones, who was leading the charge. I love that. Like I love
one Mr. Nugget to another.
I love that Bones doesn't have a great play. He gets benched essentially for Monte.
Yeah.
And he doesn't matter. He still is cheering him on. The other thing I loved so much about that was that Michael Porter Jr. was also part of the celebration circle. Had his shirt off.
Wow.
No, did not play tonight. There's really no reason.
He's never. he always capitalizes on an opportunity to take his shirt off.
That would be like if we took our shirts off. We played just as much as Michael Porter Jr. tonight. I just salute you, Michael Porter Jr.
Well, we also saw there on the post game, Austin Rivers got the defensive player of the game chain.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. He
night.
played great Deion Curry down the stretch on a couple of possessions. Wait, who was it that got the steal that led to Monte's layup? Because that was a huge play also. Was it Bryn?
No, it was actually Curry missed the
shot.
Yeah,
and then he
Monte came and he came and poked it out.
It wasn't really a
yeah. It was like just a hard hustle play where he just wanted it more. And he goes up and finishes it, and then he does his signature walk around because he's like the big man on campus. Big Monte.
Big Monte. That should be maybe quote of the year for the 2023 Goaties. Big Monte.
Big Monte.
A couple more things I want to talk about in this game. Hacking Looney was a great move from Michael Malone. And Kevon Looney's a terrible foul shooter. He went 3 of 8 from the line tonight. I think missed 6 of 8 down the stretch. And there was an even more genius play made by Nikola Jokic because you obviously can't foul away from the ball when there's under 2 minutes left. Looney was still on the floor, and the Warriors were thinking, okay, it's under 2 minutes. They can't foul him anymore. We can just run our offense, and we'll be good. But no, Looney comes up to set a screen on Curry, and Jokic, the freaking genius that he is, intentionally fouls him, but, acts like he's just making a basketball play defending the screen. Looney goes to the line again and misses
so badly
the free throws. That was a genius play by Nikola Jokic, and a huge play, too.
It really was. I mean, it feels like complimenting Nikola Jokic's basketball intellect is like redundant to the point of like insulting. Everything he does is he just does the right thing all the goddamn time. That I've not seen that done before. Have you?
I mean, it's a play that guys just don't think about making. I don't think. Most players in the league goes under 2 minutes. I mean, this is what the Warriors thought. The Warriors didn't think that a Nuggets player would think to foul Looney there. Clock goes under 2 minutes. You think you're good.
Did Michael Malone and the Denver Nuggets just break the no hack and shack rules in the last 2 minutes?
They're going to have to bring it down to like 30 seconds.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. They just broke the NBA, bent to their will.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, just kind of to sum it up, one of the more improbable wins that I can remember watching. The Nuggets had 18 turnovers tonight, leading to 24 Warriors points. The Warriors only had 10 turnovers tonight. Curry No, 10 and 19 from the field, just 1 of 7 from 3. Didn't have a great game. Klay Thompson wasn't great either. But this was a game that the Nuggets had no business winning. Absolutely none. Absolutely none. Let's hit another break, and then we got a lot of Super Chats to get to. You guys came with the Super Chats tonight. You came hard with the Super Chats tonight. So we'll get to those on the other side here. Ranch Rider Spirits, launched in 2019, born from a food truck in Austin, Texas. Employee-owned. Ranch Rider Spirits is a premium spirit-based seltzer brand. They were the first to put ranch water, the iconic Texan beverage, in a can. They use premium spirits like Reposado Tequila or 6 times distilled vodka, sparkling water, fresh squeezed citrus as well. They are one of the top 10 fastest selling alcohol brands in the country. They taste really good also. So go to ranchriderspirits.com. That's where you can find a location near you. Pick some up today. They're really good. Like, really good. Also at DraftKings Sportsbook. Hoops fans, the latest offer from DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is too good to pass up. New customers can bet $1 on any team, get $150 in free bets if that team wins. It's that simple. If you're not a new customer, that's cool. You can also get in the game with same-game parlays. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code DNVR. Bet just $1 on any NBA team. Get $150 in free bets if they win. Promo code DNVR. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Must be 21 or older. Card only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700. All right, let's get to some Super Chats here. I heard there were a bunch.
Let's go, dude.
Oh, this one comes from Molly. Paying my dues for suggesting we all quit and go to bed early.
This was on Twitter. I saw. I even liked
Love
it.
that
I
Monte
thought it was
got
a
the
great
game winner.
plan. I myself was lamenting the fact that we had to watch the rest of this, what promised to be a terrible game, and look at us, egg all over our faces.
I mean, Jokic went out at the end of the third quarter. He had 26, 17, and 3. It still looked like the Nuggets were going to get run, you know. And then the bench.
Unbelievable.
And then the bench. All right, what else do we got here? Tyler Young, immaculate vibes, baby.
Let's go, dude.
I mean, absolutely.
Dude, I don't feel like we've invoked the word immaculate in some time.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we overused it a little last year.
Sure did. Ran right to the old ground.
But, no, we can always bring it back a little bit.
Oh, listen, it has to bring itself back.
Yeah. There hasn't been a ton of immaculate vibes this year. Still got a long ways to go, though. The Oso Blanco.
Pair character rolling on the floor laughing.
Yes.
Super sticker, dude.
Yes.
Let's go,
Yes.
dude. The freaking pair character.
The fair character.
It gets us, man.
Oh, man. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Gordon!
From Gordon. Super chat. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, he's a king of brevity. He's the king of
the
vibes.
king. We have the king of the chat. We have the king of the super chat.
That's true. Gordon, king of the super chat.
Yeah. This is from Brian. Oh, is this our guy, Brian? What was wrong with many of the sharpshooters? Curry,
1 of 7.
1 of 7. Clay, 3 of 10. Bones, 1 of
5.
a lot. Being way off from downtown tonight. Yeah, I mean, it was just one of those nights. The Nuggets, they did end up shooting 39% from 3. It was really just Bones and some of the starters that struggled. The Warriors were off from 3, though.
They were totally off
They're
from 3.
terrible.
We were, like, as the game started to look like it was going to just absolutely run away from us in the first part of the first quarter, we were just like, dude, everyone on the goddamn Warriors is a three-point shooter. Everyone is a three-point threat. And then they just missed and missed and missed. It was wild. Clay missed a ton. Like, it was wild.
I had this lasting image in my head from this game of Gary Payton just being wide open from the corner and just clanging threes. He made 1, but he missed 3. All right, what else do we got here, Kale? They keep flooding in. This is from Everson42. Boogie out there winning games, and by the look on his face, hating every minute of it. There was an image of Boogie tonight just absolutely working Bill Kennedy during a timeout.
I know, but then they, like, ended amicably. He was like, all right.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was, like not, like it wasn't going well. And he was like, all right, cool. And they just separated.
Yeah. I got a conspiracy for you guys.
Oh, boy. Let's hear it.
Bill Kennedy likes Jokic.
Whoa.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I think so.
Do you remember when Jokic was twerking in the center circle before the tip-off? That was with Bill Kennedy.
I do.
Yeah, I feel like
He
they're
just,
boys.
wouldn't lift it. Yeah.
And Jokic got some calls down the stretch tonight.
Okay, all
got
right.
one 50-50 call that went his way.
Okay.
That's definitely Jokic's favorite ref.
Okay.
From Jeremy J. Rock,
Oh.
Michael, they joked around and found the F out. King
Yoke, let's go, dude.
Yo,
Keep him rolling.
King
keep him
Yoke.
rolling.
King Yoke, man. This was a King Yoke night. Absolutely. This is from Big
Big in the back.
and Mac. I can't. My eyes are really going.
Here,
I've been
I've
hard
got
on
you.
Malone from time to time, but he deserves credit for benching Barton and Jeff. Nobody saw that coming. He does deserve credit. He found a lineup that worked.
It's true. Rode the hot hand, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. This is from James Allen. What grit to keep pushing. The big fella set the tone, and the team followed. Now let's get MPJ and the blue arrow back to set it off. Pick your poison if the Joker continues this way. I mean, it's insane to think about how unstoppable this team would be if Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. were playing with Nikola Jokic at this level.
we're lucky we get to see that
Yeah.
Dude,
for the next few years.
I don't love anything more than the future Nuggets. Just the idea, the very notion of the future Nuggets
Yeah.
is so tantalizing.
But it's like we got that last year, but Jokic is at such a different level this season.
It's wild.
Hopefully we'll get it by the end of this year.
I love this one.
David W.
Yeet. Yeet. It's great.
That's the best $5 he ever
Yeah, I know.
spent.
Can we give him his $5 back? That was too good to pay for.
Yeah, we already got that one. From Quattrach. MPJ. Michael.
Purple pajamas.
Purple pajamas.
He's just Michael pajamas.
Looked pretty damn healthy in that celebratory mosh pit party. All Nuggets wardrobes are good.
Let's go.
I would love to break down some video of that Nuggets post-game celebration if we can
have to.
find it on Twitter.
We absolutely have to.
I would assume it's just on the Nuggets Twitter account.
If we look
if
at
Kale
nothing
can
else
track
but try and
that
figure
down.
out why Michael Porter Jr. is shirtless in that.
Yeah, I feel like we need to just
Dude,
go
we need-
frame
we
by
need to do a
frame on
Zapruder
that
film on
video.
this one.
From Joseph. It is the 1 hour anniversary of Big Game Day's game
Let's go.
winner. Let's go. Every hour on the hour.
On the hour. That is a
More
good super
iconic.
chat.
This shot or the Gary Harris game winner?
Gary Harris. He ran off the court.
Yeah,
Like,
it was at home.
this was stunning.
It was.
Like nobody really saw this. I had, even though we had fought back, I was still like, as soon as Curry hit that shot, I was like, and he got fouled. I was like,
Yeah.
all right.
It's going to be really tough.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
going to
yeah.
be really tough to top the Gary Harris game winner. Yeah, let's take a look at this celebration here.
Okay.
Can we zoom in a little maybe?
Okay. Monte getting covered in water. Michael Porter
There's
Jr. coming in
Bones.
from the side, shirtless.
There he is, shirtless.
I thought maybe he was part of like the water splash, but
Like water got on his shirt. He
yeah,
needed
but
to take it off.
He entered into the water shirt. Maybe he was concerned about getting water on the shirt.
Yeah, shirt was too expensive to get water on. Okay, glad we got to the bottom of that.
Okay, good.
Let's continue with the super chats. Chase API. Considering all the injuries, how would you grade pre-All-Star game season thus far? Also, Dev is the cat, the goat, probably the.
Let's go.
Man, that one sucks. Next.
No.
Those are
That's my
terrible
boy.
Terrible.
That's
super
my
chat.
boy.
Dev, you're the goat. Why don't you give a grade for the Nuggets pre-All-Star break? What's the grade you would give them?
I'm gonna give him an A. I'm gonna give him an A because they're above water. They're going into the second half of the season on a winning streak with a couple of wins under their belt now.
Okay.
Good wins under their belt now. We see that Jokic followed up MVP season with an MVP season, a historic season.
Yep.
And it just only continues to get better. Plus, we all get to think about the future Nuggets, and that makes me happy.
It makes me happy too. I just want to get my DeLorean up to 80, and I just want to go there now, dude. Why do I gotta wait? 88?
DeLorean goes in the past, but okay.
It goes to dude. Do you only watch one of those goddamn movies?
Yeah, I actually did.
And
it go into the future, the other ones?
It went back to the future.
No, you sons of bitches. It went to the future in the second one. They're only whatever. Yep,
I only saw the first Back to
I'm
the
picking up
Future.
on that.
Riley Allen, I'm a sleep talker, right? My girlfriend told me Monday that she woke up because I woke up yelling, "Yeah, Monte," in my sleep. Am I a
Wow.
prophet of the Nuggets?
Yes.
Sounds like it.
Yes. Simple.
Or you were having just a dream about Monte Morris. Hopefully on a basketball court. KC Mack, can we
Spicy.
just sign Boogie for the rest of the
Yes.
year? Still undefeated when he plays.
So wild.
I
Is that the most
think they're
shocking
going to
stat?
sign Boogie.
Is that the most shocking stat of the Nuggets season to this date? Is that they are undefeated in 8 now straight games with Boogie Cousins playing? Would you have expected that?
No.
For the history, if he doesn't play
of the Nuggets.
It's
for the
incredibly
history,
shocking.
If he plays no more games with the Nuggets, he would have gone undefeated.
Undefeated.
That's the best record of all time. I know
Best
it.
number
I just
one.
know it. Him, Floyd Mayweather.
It's a
That's
good
it.
pace. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
A good pace. Final super chat here from Ben Mack. This is one of those wins we are always going to remember when we think of Tay. Nuggets history tonight. Let's fucking go. Yeah, man, this is the Monte Morris moment. I mean,
Yeah,
this is the
this is
Monte
great.
Morris shot, the Mr. Nugget moment.
Beautiful.
He needed one. I'm glad he got one.
This game was an absolute miracle too. Like
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
had
so-
no business winning this
So
game.
just to recap, I talked about my 5, and it had Mason Plumlee. He gets a triple-double last night. Then we go Monte Morris,
Yeah.
and he gets a buzzer beater.
Sure.
What will J.J. Hickson do tomorrow?
Maybe get paroled.
On that note, can we go to that tweet that I sent you, Kale? We were just talking about DeMarcus Cousins and the fact that Nuggets are 8-0 with him in the lineup. I think he knows that too.
Look at that. Holy smokes, dude. That's comedy club Boogie Cousins right there.
Oh yeah, you can see his wisdom teeth.
Oh my
He's
God.
happy.
That
He's
is
happy.
a grin, man. That is a grin. All right. Hell of a night. We got through all the super chats. Do we have some time for a little around the association?
ATA?
Let's
Do
get
we
this out
have
the way.
time?
Let's get this out the way.
The greatest 3 words in niche podcasting history. It's not what up, Beck. It's around the association.
Let's go.
Let's go around the association. And let's start in, I don't know. What about Los Angeles? Where the Lakers won, but I don't know if you guys saw Anthony Davis got hurt again,
Yo.
and it looks really bad. Like
It
his
always
season
does.
might be over. I don't know.
Man.
Should we stick a fork in the Lakers?
You don't ever want to see a player get hurt, but my God, man. What is the deal here?
No. That sucks. Yes, that sucks. Do y'all see Rudy Gobert's plus minus in a game that they only lost by 5?
Wow.
Wait, the Lakers beat the Jazz?
Yeah,
How
the
did that
Lakers beat the
happen?
Jazz, really with only a half from Anthony Davis.
No, hold on. Look at it.
Just
He
tell
was
us.
a minus 27, and they only lost by 5. He played 27 minutes. He had 5 points. He was horrible.
Yeah.
He
I
was
don't think
horrible.
Donovan Mitchell's going to be too happy with that stat line from
Especially because Donovan Mitchell had 37 points in the game. It looks like the starters got ran off the court because Mike Conley was a minus 25, and those are the only 2 that was bad, really.
I mean, you can't. The Jazz traveling to Los Angeles, having access to alcohol.
higher than 3.2%
It's a
alcohol.
bad recipe.
I mean, if the Jazz ultimately break up this summer, I will think back to this game and this night.
That was rough.
Like, if you're Donovan Mitchell, you're like, bro, I go for 37, and you give me a minus 27 and 28 minutes?
Crazy.
That's a rough look. Another injury that we have to talk about, we should go to Phoenix here. The Suns beat the Rockets 124-121, but Chris Paul only played 19 minutes. He's getting an MRI on his hand tomorrow.
Yikes.
Oh, man. Things are looking bad around there, huh?
Probably out of the All-Star game, too.
Yeah. I mean, he's got time. I'm sure he'll be all right. I don't know.
Maybe.
Crazy.
That could be a massive shakeup
That would be massive.
in
That
the
would be
Western Conference
absolutely
if he misses significant time.
Because
Like,
he's
if it's-
also been like their best player. Like he's like
the
the
most
reason that
important
they're
player,
like
their
the top
best
team
player.
right now. So that's a rough one, especially when you go against Houston. Like you're like,
Well, that's what I was wondering. It's like, why is Chris Paul playing the second night of a back-to-back against Houston on the final day before the All-Star break? That doesn't add up to me. Anything else to go over in this game?
No,
Not
blow
really.
it. Let's go.
The Spurs beat the Thunder.
All right. Let's go and move on
Probably
past that
move
one.
on from that one. The Raptors beat the Timberwolves. Great work, Toronto.
Let's go,
Giving
Toronto.
The T-Wolves
Dude,
a
can
loss
you imagine
there.
being a team that would lose to Toronto? Couldn't be me.
Gary
Can't
Trent
relate.
Jr. saved his good game for this one. He had 30 points. Portland beat Memphis.
Dude, is Portland good now? Dude, they beat the Bucks and they beat.
They're on
Memphis.
a 4-game winning streak, I
They're
think.
on a
Seriously?
4-game winning streak after absolutely gutting their team.
Well, they've got this dude, Anthony Simons,
that's
that
what I was
they
about
cleared
to
away
say.
for.
Man,
They cleared out CJ McCollum's minutes for him, and he is balling.
is he better than McCollum?
He might just be
And he's
flat out better
younger and
than
everything,
CJ.
man. Like
And he hit the game winner tonight. I saw it. It was a Lillard, like, classic step back three.
Oh my god, I can't believe I wanted Portland to fall off the face of the earth though. They can't be good now all of a sudden. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
This is an incredible win for Portland. Did you see what John Morant did tonight?
No.
44 points.
What?
21 of 25 from the free throw line.
And they lost.
And they also got 30 from Desmond Bane, and they lost.
What?
that Justice Winslow played 32 minutes. Your boy Justice Winslow played.
That's my boy.
32 minutes.
It's not my boy. The Bulls beat the Kings. DeMar DeRozan had a massive night.
Again,
38, 6 and 6.
and it was on 50. It was that the record? Like, it wasn't there a Wilt Chamberlain record?
It was the amount of 35 plus games on 50% shooting.
He did it again,
Yeah, he did it again.
man.
So whatever record that was, he got.
He has to be like getting up there in the the MVP like conversation.
Is he in the
honestly.
conversation?
I feel like he has to be.
Yeah,
Buzzer beater super chat.
probably in the conversation.
Buzz Reed Super. The Monte Morris of Super Chats.
Yeah, Francisco chimes in. Now Adam's gone. I can tell y'all in Locked On Nuggets, he started talking about birds in the pond and said that's a very handsome looking duck. That is concerning.
I
Yeah.
hope he didn't say that for real. And I
That
hope
is,
you made
thank
that
you
up
for that
on the Super
report,
Chat.
said that.
Francisco. That is very concerning.
Of course he said. Of
He
course
probably tried to argue it too, because he just like
he has described ducks as handsome in our own Slack.
no. I blocked him. Actually, he's muted whenever he says something close to duck.
All right, let's see what else is going on around the association. The Nets beat the Knicks. The Knicks just, I mean,
Dude, the
they,
Knicks
they
are-
were already down bad. Now they lost to the Nets.
The Knicks were up by like 25 points in the first
Jeez.
half of that game. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
That's a rough look. The Pacers beat the Wizards. Our poor guy Wes Unseld, just season's going down the drain in Washington.
He started
Tyrese
out so
Halliburton, 21, 5, and 14. Tristan Thompson. Oh, did you guys see this? So Tristan Thompson, he got bought out by the
Yeah.
Pacers after this
Going to
game.
the goddamn Bulls.
And then Rick Carlisle in their post-game press conference just revealed he's going to Chicago. He was like, yeah, it was his last game here. He's going to Chicago.
How wild is that to like right after you play like probably like one of your season high in minutes?
He played great tonight.
You
too.
already know that you're on another team. You don't even have to think about it. You're just like, hey, pack up. You're going somewhere else.
Yeah. And Tristan Thompson was probably my next choice out of potential backup centers. But hopefully we don't have to talk about that anymore. Finally, last game from around the association. The Pistons beat the Celtics. The Detroit Pistons got their 13th win of the season, and Jason Tatum had 22 points.
On how many shots?
7 of 15.
Less than 50%.
Yep.
I've done some math.
Yep.
In your life?
That's a sad night.
I feel so bad. Like, I want to feel good
Celtics.
about our victory, but just knowing in Boston they're feeling down about their team, it makes me feel bad.
Yeah, me too. That's how I feel about them
I
too.
don't want to celebrate too much, but what are you going to do, I guess?
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us guys tonight. Hell of a night.
Dude.
I had no expectations for this night. And to wrap up the pre-All-Star break schedule on this note, couldn't ask for anything more. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys.
Harrison, what a pleasure. Hanging
Been a
out with
pleasure.
you and the captain's
Oh
chair.
man! Like, let's go. Like, see you guys next week.
Thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks to the Super
Let's
Chats.
go!
Talk to you guys later.
Not yet.